So I've had quite a few requests regarding information about my Flair Neo completely manual espresso machine. So here you go. Did you see how easy that was to set up? Yes, this is my portable cafe, my Flair Neo. Now, a few episodes ago, I did an episode on espresso, and I did feature the Neo here, but I really didn't talk too much about it. So I had a few people that were asking about it. What exactly is it, and how can they get one? So I decided what I'll do is come out and show you exactly what the Flair Neo is, and I'm going to show you some of the upgrades that I went and bought to actually take it from this is the original configuration, to something a little more robust. So, Flair Neo, totally manual espresso maker, and as you can see, it's mobile. All you need to do is have some hot water and some good espresso, and you're in business. And I bought this because we're on the road a lot with our wheelchair rugby team, and seems like whenever we go someplace, the coffee in the hotel, it's not that good. Especially the stuff in the room. You know those little packets they put with the little coffee maker? You go and make yourself a cup of coffee in the morning, and it's just, okay, merda. Look it up, Italian word, you'll figure it out. Total merda. And so when I saw this, actually I was looking at some other types of different hand espresso machines, and I stumbled across this, and I thought, okay, I'm going to give this a try. Now let me tell you, I am not being paid by Flair. This is just my personal opinion. I'm going to tell you what I like about this. There's not much, if anything, that I don't like about it. I think it's one of the items out there in the coffee world right now, especially the espresso world right now, that's getting people really interested in espresso. And for those purists out there that enjoy good espresso, that have nice home machines or commercial machines, they love having fun with these. Now this is the entry level model for the Flair lineup, and this is for the beginners, and there's nothing wrong with being a beginner, because we're all beginners at something. And so if you really don't have your espresso game in tune, you really haven't got the grinds down, but you really like espresso and you want to get into it, even if you're thinking about buying a machine, this is still a good place to start, because it's cheap. Okay, well, it's not that cheap, and it's not cheaply built. This is put together very well. But it's a good place. It's a good starting point, and it comes with some fail-safe parts on here that even with some of the worst grinds will make your espresso decent. And then with a couple of enhancements, which I'll talk about, you can really get rocking. And so let me just show you all the parts of the espresso machine. This is the lever. This is what's going to press the hot water through the coffee grounds and into the cup. So as with any espresso machine, you've got a few key parts to your espresso machine, and two of them being the group head and the portafilter. The group head is where the hot water will pass through and then push the water, the hot water, in through the grounds, which go into the portafilter. So you would start out by putting your grinds into the portafilter, tamp it down, and it comes with a tamper. And actually, let me go back a little bit. To put the grinds in the portafilter, it also comes with a nice little funnel, so you don't get grinds all over the place. You put your funnel on top of your portafilter, grinds inside the portafilter, then you would tamp them down. Has a nice little tamping tool. Actually, it's a dosing tool as well, so you can get the right amount of espresso beans for your grinder. Tamp down your espresso, remove the funnel, couple taps, get it down there nice and packed, nice and clean. Filter back on. Then you go into the group head. Group head goes on, water goes down. Actually, I need to pull that piston out. The little tamper also acts as a tool to pull the piston out. So let me go back again. Go ahead and get your group head onto your filter. You line this up. Hot water goes in. Piston goes down. And then you would just go ahead and press down through. Now, let me talk a little bit about this portafilter. This is like an even flow portafilter. What that means is this kind of has a jacket in here. It has a nice little zone around the portafilter that will go ahead and aerate the espresso that will be coming down through the nozzle here and actually help you create a good crema. Actually, I kind of call it a cheetah crema. But if you're a beginner, this is a good place to start. So it works really well. You could actually put pre-ground espresso grinds in here, and that portafilter helps you to create the perfect crema. So it's a nice starter tool. Now, let me talk to you about the enhancements that I've added to mine, because I'm not a beginner. In fact, I bought my enhancers like the very next day. So what I did, and it's very reasonable to purchase the enhancers, is I bought a naked portafilter, meaning that I don't have all this jacketed stuff helping me aerate the coffee. What I want to do is let the coffee do all the work. The coffee, the grind, make sure I get a good grind, make sure I have a good fresh coffee that I'm grinding in my grinder, get the appropriate grind, the fineness to it, so I get a good extraction. And that will actually produce a really good espresso. So I have the bottomless portafilter that I bought. Again, you would put the coffee in here just like you would with this other portafilter. Tamp it down, screen on, group head onto the portafilter, and then I have a pressure gauge. Now I could still use the old piston, I just wouldn't know what pressure that I want to apply. And what you want to do for optimum espresso extraction is try to get at least 9 bars of pressure working through your espresso. So how can you tell if you got 9 bars? Well, you get the little gauge. You really can't tell with this, okay? So you buy the gauge, has a nice little top in here. You put this on, fill it with hot water, get the top down, pressure gauge in place, and then go ahead and pull your shot. Why they call it pulling a shot? Because in the old days, that's how you did it. You pulled the lever down to pull the shot. And there you have it. So that's it. That's my take on a Flair. I love this thing. It's great. It's portable. All you gotta do is make sure you have a hot water source. I bring a kettle with me. And actually, I have a nice little bag that my daughter gave me for Christmas that all my gear goes in there. It's just a little bag. I have my Flair, I have my coffee grinder in there, and I have my can of coffee, my pot, and I am totally mobile. Got my nice little cafe, and I have good coffee in the hotels that I stay at. So this is what it is. It's the Flair. You can buy it on Amazon. You can go directly to Flair. I think if you buy it directly from Flair, that it's only $100. I think it's like $125 on Amazon, so you can save a little money there. You can always also go on eBay. There's a lot of good deals out there on eBay. You get one of these that somebody just didn't like or couldn't work and didn't know how to work it or whatever, got fed up with it and dumped it onto eBay, and you can get a really good price for them. So if you're getting started in espresso, even if you're into espresso like I am, I think you'll have fun with this, and more espresso videos to come down the road. So what I'll be doing is just offering up some little tidbit videos, like 1 or 2 minute videos on some little espresso pointers, and to help you up your espresso game. So there it is. That's the Flair Neo. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, but most importantly, share. Right over here, hit my logo, boom. That makes it much easier to subscribe to my channel. So until next time, thanks, and we'll see you.